What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I have been on YouTube, and it's just because I didn't really have anything I wanted to cover until just about a week ago when I really got into this new game that I'm sure you guys have probably heard of by now, Watcher of Realms. And I found out they had a content creator program, and that a lot of the content creators really love their connection with the developers. And I really was like, you know what? Let's see how this goes. So we are going to start covering this game, Watcher of Realms, because like I said, I have just been loving the game. It has been so much fun. And so today I figured let's just start with kind of my beginning thoughts to the game and how everything is looking from my perspective, and we'll kind of go from there. So as you can see, I am level 48. I've been playing the game for a little while now. I am on day 12. We're going into day 13 here very shortly, coming up on that big wrath, which is going to be awesome for the account for sure. And you know, we've gotten pretty lucky. I was going to do summons in this video, and then unfortunately the file got corrupted for my summons, so I can't show you how my summons this weekend went, but I can show you who I got, and I think you will be very excited for me and probably pretty sad for yourself, because these are definitely summons to be jealous of 100%. But you know what? Let's get right into it. This is what my account looks like right now, and you can already see some great champions on my account. You will see Setrim. I actually got this guy earlier in the week. It was, I believe, Thursday of this last week that I picked him up, got him built up. He's doing fantastic in my guild boss at the moment. Definitely could still use some work with the gear, of course. This is primarily the storyline gear that you get from completing the storyline, and he does really, really well. The only thing I changed was this ring, and that's just because the ring puts him at like 115% crit rate, because it's a crit rate ring, which is great, but he already stacks crit rate, and you don't need 115% to begin with, so I went ahead and swapped that out. Sadly, we lose that Doom piece, but other than that, he's pretty solid. Then we go on to the gal of the hour, Hotsut. Oh my goodness, I was so hype when I pulled this girl. She was in my extra legendary event along with Zealatu, who was also in my extra legendary event. I pulled Zealatu and got the extra legendary Hotsut, and I cannot tell you how loud I screamed when I got these two girls, completely changing my account. My account was already in a pretty good spot to begin with, but these two just blew everything out of the water. Realistically, I mean, Hotsut is great for everything. I mean, she's considered to be one of the best legendaries in the game, if not just the best total overall person, the character in the game. She's fantastic. Obviously, I definitely need to work on gear, but I would say this is looking not too shabby for this early game. Again, we're day 12, guys. We're day 12, so kind of crazy. And then we have Nyx. Nyx is actually the first legendary I pulled on the account. Or no, sorry, she was the second legendary I pulled on the account. Calypso over here was the first legendary I pulled on the account. My apologies. But she was my first 6-star. Nyx was my first 6-star because she was AoE, and she just seemed like a really good option for me to pick up and to build. You know, and I don't regret it. She did amazing things for the first week or so of the game, and she will still help me in things like Gear Raid 3, and you know, various things like that. So definitely do not regret building up my Nyx, but of course we have some better champions that will do better things. Then we have Kaeya, and I don't if you guys have watched a lot of content creators talking about the new champions, Kaeya and Kaeya. You'll see I got both of them. Both of them were accidents, basically. With the new event, you get the points for the two little daggers for the new event for doing all of the dailies. And I was like, you know what, let's just do one summon a day to get those points so we can get the rewards from that event. And Kaeya popped out of one of my daily summons from that. And I was going for Deimos, which you'll see that I got him down here as well. And, you know, we ended up picking up Kaeya. And, you know, I can't be mad because I had no good mages, no good magic damage on this account. You know, the only magic damage I really had was basically Valkyra at the time and Mari. And so being able to pick up Kaeya, although she's not the greatest, she is tremendous. I'm actually planning on doing a guide on her for at least the early game players, because a lot of the creators have been talking negative about her, and I get that because they're comparing her to all these other mages, but not everyone has all these other mages. And so I think it's really good to kind of get a perspective of what she can do for your account if you don't have a lot of these other mages, because she still does wonderful things. So definitely hyped to get her. But yeah, definitely a great champion for sure. And then we go on and we've got some sort of, you know, Valkyra's good, not great, but good. We've got Calypso, again, not great, but good. Apsan, sadly, from what I've heard, he's not that great, and he hasn't performed very well for me. Of course, I have put gear on him, don't worry. He has not performed great for me, though, outside of that. You know, so I put him in, like, the fighter promotion raid, and he does okay. But he's not super great, I will say. Maybe eventually we'll get to the point where we build him up and, you know, maybe he'll get a little bit of a buff. We'll kind of have to see how that goes. But overall, not the best, but definitely not disappointed. Kaeya, again, one of those champions that definitely feels a little underwhelming, but, you know, from what I've seen, but I haven't built her yet, so maybe we'll see some differences. She definitely seems like she could be solid in some places, like AMR potentially, being able to just kind of dodge things and also deal some pretty decent damage. Could be potentially good there. We'll have to see how that goes. And then we get down to our epics, and guys, I have got some great epics. As you can see, we pulled Deimos this weekend. It was awesome. I only pulled like 3 shards on that special banner. I pulled 2 blues and 1 yellow. This guy popped out of my yellow. Definitely not mad about it. He has done wonders already for my guild boss. We definitely need to get a little bit of work done on him, a little more gear. We're going to be working on pushing some gear raids here probably over the next few days, so hopefully we'll get some videos on that content as well. But he's been wonderful. Love him. Then we have Dolores. A lot of people got really mad at me because I pulled Dolores in my first 10 pull from playing this game. She was my first epic that I pulled, other than, you know, the guaranteed epic you get at the start, and she's been great for me. She's been fantastic. You can see I've got some pretty decent attack on her. I would roll these up, but they're not super great pieces, so I'm kind of keeping them where they are now just because gold is, you know, a problem, but overall pretty good. And then we've got some great other solid options. We've got Medon, we've got Mari at A1, we've got Vortex at A2, which is awesome, Idril at A2, we've got, of course, got Olag and Livian, Brienne at A1. We did pull this guy, Atrox, which seems like he's pretty good, but, you know, we haven't really had a reason to sort of like actually build him yet. Then of course we've got Aeon, and I think we're going to end up getting 2 Aeons, so we'll be able to get her A1, which is pretty good. I mean, it makes it so she does a little more CC, and it lasts a little longer, so definitely not going to be mad about a free awaken for sure. Then we've got Lightlock, Maul, which is fantastic. We're definitely going to be building him up for Gear Raid 3 probably. Should be pretty good. Maybe even Gear Raid 1 I see he gets used a little bit, so kind of exciting there. And then we get into some of the sort of meh epics I've got. Doan, Mariel, Tazira, Solil, Imani, which is good, but not great. And then we've got Ain from the daily logins. We actually pulled a Komodo, which is awesome. We didn't have to do the fusion for him. And we also pulled a Daemon, which is great. We got A1 Voroth, Cyclone, A1 Selkath. We do have Valene, which from what I've heard, she's actually a pretty good tank. We'll have to kind of put some stuff together there, but I've heard she's pretty good, so exciting there. And then, of course, we've got some other things. We got Nisande, Osirin, AI, Scorch at A1, Lily at A1, some kind of basic stuff. And then, of course, we just have our couple blues that are pretty good. But overall, guys, the account is looking solid. I'm really, really excited about it. I'll just go over a couple more things real fast just to show you kind of where I'm at. I am currently one keying both Nightmare 1 and Nightmare 2. Once we get Zila 2 built up and Vortex built up a little bit more, I think we'll probably be able to actually do a little bit of damage on Nightmare 3. I'm not 100% sure. Nightmare 2 could definitely still use some work, as you can see here. About almost 14% that we're getting from our one hit, and it's definitely not optimized. We're definitely missing some good gear. We're missing some of the good artifacts, etc. But overall, it's not too shabby, in my opinion. And then we'll just go over where we are in gear raids, and I think we'll go ahead and call it a day there. Gear raid 1, guys, like I said, Kaeya is great. We are on stage 18, and this is a pretty good and fast run, which means we are farming nothing but mythics when it comes to left side gear, which is phenomenal. We love it. Then we go into gear raid 2. Gear rate 2 is in a pretty good spot. I think we can push higher once we get a little bit more gear, or we 6-star that Vortex. I think we'll be in a good spot. Currently at 16, maybe we can push up to that 18 mark. That would be great, so we can start getting that good right side gear. And then we move on to Gear Raid 3. Gear Raid 3, we definitely can push up. I just haven't tried. I've been at work for the last several days, and so because of that, I really don't, I didn't want to push while I was at work because I was playing on my phone, and just not the greatest situation for that. So we went ahead and waited on this, but we are going to be working on that tonight, and I'm hoping to be able to have a video for you on that sometime this week. But guys, that's kind of where we're at. You know, we've done our campaigns, right? We've pushed our way through a lot of the campaigns. You can see here, we've cleared normal except for that last stage, chapter 9. It's just too difficult for us right now. We got to that 300 stars on hard, and we are on, I think, chapter 3 of expert here. Yeah, chapter 3 of expert. So we're in a pretty good spot overall, and I'm really hyped to continue to play. I do believe I have a referral account that still has its legendary from the first 60 summons, so I'm hoping that we can work on that account a little bit tonight and maybe bring you a small summoning video to make up for the lack of summons on my main account here. But guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you haven't tried Watcher of Realms, definitely give it a try. And if you have played Watcher of Realms, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about it. Maybe tell me your favorite champion, or maybe tell me how jealous you are that I pulled Zila 2 and Hotset in the same 10 pull. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.